you might notice something else. Can anyone see anything? Vim, do you see something?
Yes, this is a very cool log.
Oh, that's a very nice log, Vim. Is there anything else, Vim?
Nah.
Oh, there's nothing. Do you see any? I don't see anything. Oh, no, what's that? It is Vutomi, the young male leopard, Inkanyeni's cub. Now, we were looking for lion, and we found a leopard. Isn't that wonderful? Now, I know a lot of you haven't seen him properly before, so I'm sure there's some very excited people. I'm going to move around to get a nice view of him, because I don't even know his spot pattern yet. But so nice. Isn't that wonderful? I can't see any sign of Mom at the moment, but he's just lounging by the water, you know. It is December time, holiday time, and in the southern hemisphere, we like to be next to water during our holiday season. So there he is, a very beautiful young male leopard. I'm just having a quick look around, seeing if I can see Inkanyeni. Now we can actually see how much bigger he is if you take him in comparison to Hosana. I suppose we better tell other people about this, hey, Vim?
Yeah,
I suppose it would be nice. Oh dear. I think I'm too far away for my northern channel to work, so... Oh, that was it. Look at that. Isn't he beautiful? So he's not too far away from where we had him yesterday morning, but it looks like Mom's gone off hunting, and he's decided to lounge by the pool. You can probably find that a little bit of damp soil there is a little bit cooler than everywhere else. And he's very, very full. So they did finish eating an impala yesterday. Any station in the East Copy. That lovely, lovely tail of his. Now, I'm going to have to try and get a snap of his spot pattern. I'm going to try and get a snap of his spot pattern. And just changing some settings on the camera. Now, what do you see there? I see 4 on the left, 3 on the right, possibly. Or is he a 3-3? I think he's a 3-4. Yeah, 3-4. But I'll show you what I'm talking about now. Oh, aren't you a good-looking little man? So, we're at the junction of Hornbull's Nest and Pipeline Road at the little pan here. And that's exactly where we are. I can't seem to get hold of anyone on my game drive radios. I'm too far. So I'm going to ask FC to tell Taylor to tell Mike and Ephraim where this leopard is, because I know they were looking. Now, we've got his spot pattern now. So he's definitely a 4-3. Or a 3-4, sorry. So we always start on the right-hand side. So there we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Hello, Mr. Vutomi. Oh, I'm definitely going to remember that one. We're at the junction of Hornbull's Nest and Pipeline Road. Well, it seems like our gamble to come down to the Cheetah Plains area was definitely worth it. After Karula and Hosana and Shongile's tracks led us to the southern boundary, I was really hoping we might find Inkanyeni or Vutomi this morning. One is better than none, so we're very, very happy. And he's probably not going to move too far from this area for the afternoon, so I think I might actually shoot down here this afternoon again. Now, young male leopards can be quite playful when left alone, especially at this age. It's one of the best ages to spend time with a male leopard, because they are so full of joy. At the moment, he's full of impala, and and he's having a little rest. Oh, tired kitty. So the reason he's lying so close to the water's edges is that probably the soil's a bit damp, so a bit cooler. Now, Michael's wondering if there's been any updates on Shivambalan, who could be his father. Not that I've heard for the last while, Michael. I haven't heard anything just yet. Oh, stretch. He does look extremely comfortable. You can see it's still cool this morning, so he hasn't started panting too heavily yet with that heavy belly, but he is still breathing quite heavily. Oh, Terry says Vutomi has his mom's fluffy ears. Well, he does have quite fluffy ears indeed. Well spotted, Terry. Well noticed. There we go. See, it's starting to heat up already. And you can see he's starting to pant now as he digests that impala. There we go. Lovely reflection in the water. So I'm not exactly sure how old he is. I think he's around 14 or 15 months. But if anyone knows exactly, I'd love to hear from you. So please let me know on using the hashtag Safari Live on Twitter, or use the email questions at WildEarthTV. How old is Vutomi? Now, of course, he was named by Shanae, who is an ex-Safari Live viewer who now works as a safari guide at Inkoro. Oh, look at that. Look at that lovely... Oh, I can't help myself. I'm going to just get a quick... That silhouette, I mean not silhouette, that reflection is just too perfect in this very still morning. What's he smelling? Hi, Michael. Michael, thank you very much for the information. He says, Vutomi was born in October 2015. So that would make him, so he would have been a year in October. So 13 months, just under 14 months. Where are you off to now, Trouble? I think the sun started to sneak into his spot next to the waterhole. Now, this is why I love young male leopards, particularly around this age, because they are just that much more active, even when mom is not around. even with that full belly. He might move a little bit. We're definitely not going to leave him. We're going to stick with him. Yes, you. Oh, the sun is coming out in full force at the moment. You hear a strange noise. I'm just putting some sun cream on. Got a little bit burnt yesterday. I don't want to repeat the procedure today. See, at this age, they are incredibly curious, and if he spots a squirrel or a dwarf mongoose or a steenbok, he might have a go. This is the age where they perfect their hunting techniques when left alone. Now, Vem, of course, wants to catch me while I'm still putting sun cream on and probably have white spots everywhere. And Vem, don't forget to put sun cream on yourself as well. I know, but I forgot the spray one today, Vem. There you go. Let's just move a little bit forward. So, David was wondering, would the jackals chase a young male leopard of this age? I think he's big enough now that the jackals wouldn't tangle with him. He would probably give them a good go. What have you found, mister? What are you looking for under there? Or are you just being youthful? Yes, he's just climbing under the fallen down tree for no reason. Yeah. Ah, he's found another shady spot. Oh, there's a big hole there. Oh, now I'm going to have to go around the big hole. William would like to know, is he of an age where he would start hunting for himself? William, oh, sorry, Vim. He's probably been hunting for himself for quite a while already, but just small things while mom's away. He's probably going to stay with his mom till he's 2, sometimes even 2.5 years old, but he will take advantage of any little critter that wanders up to him. Grasshoppers, squirrels, dwarf mongoose, monitor lizards, are all sort of the most commonly caught first things by young leopards, but he'd probably be successful with a young duiker or even a steenbok. There he is. Oh, he is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, you are, mister. And you can see how full his belly is. Now, we're going to stick with this little guy, see what he gets up to. Maybe his mom will come back, maybe she won't. While we do that, let's go check how Efe's doing on bushwalk with a pretty flower. Making some space away from young Vutomi, he spotted a steenbok. Oh no, he's a proper young male leopard. He's now trying to go down a hole. So I'm going to sit here. So he got sidetracked. Oh, there's the steenbok. Hasn't seen him yet. There's actually a pair of steenboks, but he was stalking towards it. Then all of a sudden he popped his head down a hole. Maybe there was a dwarf mongoose. There we go. He's focusing back on the steenbok. So this is what I keep talking about. These times when they're left alone. They do have the attention span of an adolescent boy, but this is the time where they perfect their hunting strategies, their stalking strategies. It's a very open area. It's quite difficult for him. Let's see if he focuses in on the Steenbok again. Actually, two of them in that area. Double the eyes to spot the youngster. Remember, this is 100% live, and if you want to ask any questions, hashtag Safari Live on Twitter. What's that? Oh, what's that? That's what distracted him. Oh, it's gone. It was a moth on the stick next to him. Steenbok still hasn't noticed him, but he's looking in the opposite direction. Come on, mister, make up your mind. Yes, there they are. There's something in the grass there that keeps drawing his attention away from the Steenbok. And with a leopard male of this age, it could even be a dung beetle he gets focused on. But he is a very full and fat. And he could be sort of being, oh, but Mom will just bring me something, or bring me back to something. Oh, thankfully some cloud coming over. Steenbok slowly feeding away from him. And its back still turned to him. What are you going to do next, mister? Is there something he can see we can't over there? I don't think so. The bush is relatively open. Now, he's probably moved about 80 meters from where we found him, so this is not unusual for young males to wander about a bit. Hello, Betty. A big welcome to Safari Live. Betty's a new viewer. She wants to know, why are leopards sort of golden yellow with black spots on top and white underneath? Well, Betty, the golden and black spots is to help with their camouflage. So even in this green, the spots break up their outline and makes it harder for the animals they're hunting to spot them. The white belly is... Oh, there's actually... Come on, wake up. They're running right towards him. There's Dyker running right towards him. Sorry, Betty. Oh, you sleepy cat. They ran straight past you. Nana. Inexperience coming through there. Wasn't even the Steenbok we've been watching. It was two Dyker chasing each other. They nearly ran over his head. Silly boy. Sorry about that, Betty. Well, not sorry, but isn't that incredible? That's what the thing about being live is, you literally never know what's going to happen next. Now he's all ears and alert. I can't see if the Steenbok got a fright from the Dyker and disappeared as well. Now, if that had been an adult leopard, I'm pretty sure with those Dyker running straight at them like that, they probably would have managed to grab one. Betty, the white belly is to do with heat. So they're able to get rid of heat from their belly from digestion by having that white there as it reflects heat. and so it helps to cool them down a little bit, specifically in our very hot summer days when they've got bellies full of meat. Now I'm going to move forward a little bit, see if I can see around the termite mound. I think that very likely that those duiker careering in would have just... No, the Stenbok didn't run away. There's the Stenbok. Now, the Stenbok is looking to where those duiker came from. Could those duiker possibly have been running away from his mum? That is a possibility. That's the thing. You never know. We can't see what was happening that side. And she is looking quite intently in the direction those duiker came from. From what I saw, I'm pretty sure those duiker were just running from each other, chasing each other. And now he's still there, sort of looking where they disappeared to. Oh, look at that. He is gorgeous. Now, Liz is wondering, what does Vutomi mean? She said she's forgotten. Vutomi means life. Now, and he is the sole survivor out of the two cubs that Inkanyeni had. There was a female as well. So he lived, so he got the name Life. Oh, he's still looking towards those Stenbok, 40 meters away. Stenbok's moving slightly further away from him again. He's very focused in on that Stenbok. Stenbok's moving a little bit further away. He is showing signs of interest, not great interest. There we go, he's on the stalk again. I can just make out the Stenbok through the bush. Look at this. Now, aren't these movements incredibly fluid? He's going to try and keep his body as close to the ground. And of course, the leopard crawl is named after these big cats for very apparent reason. And they can literally inch their way forward with their body right on the ground. Well, he had a bout of looking like he was going to stalk properly, and now he's sitting again. I can't see what... Oh, I think he had to lean forward. It's just there behind the termite mound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm not interfering. I'm going to move back a little bit. So into a position where we can possibly see both him and the Stenbok. Okay, I think what's happened is the Stenbok has gone behind the termite mound, so he can move a little bit more freely without having to be as sneaky. Okay, I still want to get into a position that's further away, not to disturb either of them. And also into a spot where we can see possibly both. Okay. So we've gotten to a position, as I said, the Steenbok went behind, it spotted him. Or it just jumped for the sake of jumping. There it is. Can just make it out through there. Now there's, oh no, I think it spotted him. It has definitely spotted him. Off it goes. There's both of them go. So the Steenbok have escaped. He might keep stalking them. I think they might have spotted him, but no, maybe they're just being cautious by nature, and that is in a Steenbok's nature. He's going up that termite mound. He's just peering to where they are. I think the distance now is just too great. But if he's learned patience and he lies down on that termite mound and just waits, there's always a possibility that a Steenbok will feed towards him. See that one? She's not too concerned. She's more than likely still a bit jumpy because of those duiker that came careering through here earlier. Now, VM, that tree that he's sitting under there, remember how many times I've told you about I want to see a leopard on that termite mound with that tree? So there we go. Early Christmas present for me. Oh, pretty boy. Well, let's try get a little bit closer. Okay, well, we move into a better spot to get a view of little Vutomi. Let's go see how Efe is doing on foot. Well, young Vutomi is now moving back into the area where those duiker disappeared a bit earlier. But I'm pretty sure he'll be pretty close to this area on the sunset safari. At this age, I mean, it's likely he might meander up to about 500, 600 meters from where his mom left him, but he will stay in the vicinity. Now, hopefully, by the time we get back here on the sunset safari, mom hasn't collected him and taken him off to find another kill. Hopefully we're here for when she comes for the greeting ceremony, and hopefully she leads us back to another impala that's learned how to climb trees. But I'm sure young Vutomi will keep himself well entertained chasing Steenbok, duiker, butterflies, grasshoppers and the like. This is the most wonderful age to spend with young male leopards as they learn and hone their hunting skills. Hello, Noah. Noah would like to know how strong a leopard's bite force is. Adult male leopard, I got to rack my brain now. If I remember correctly, it's about 450 pounds per square inch. the strongest bite force on a big cat is a jaguar, and even stronger than a lion's. But I think, if I remember correctly, it's between 300 and 450 pounds. I'm a bit rusty. Some of that information in my head gets all muddled up from time to time. And I think he's found a nice shady spot to rest. Oh, he's looking up at a batelier flying over. And of course, as the day heats up, the less and less mobile he's going to be. Well, a very nice surprise. We were following male lion tracks when we came across him. Unfortunately, those male lion tracks did cross north into Inkanyeni. So, and, well, I think I'd much rather see Vutomi than a Birmingham boy. And especially since we had already seen lions with Taylor this morning, it was quite a nice surprise to find this young male. Now, don't think he's going to move too far with that big belly of his. So, as I said, hopefully we'll find him on the sunset safari. And who knows, maybe Inkanyeni will join him and lead us off to, as I said, a possible kill. Now, it's not unusual for her to possibly leave him for 2 or 3 days at a time. Just going to slightly move to see if we can get one last shot of him that was a bit better. So, but from VM and myself, it's been wonderful having you on the back of the